All right, hello, wine drinking people. Today is Friday, July 22nd, and just a nice little cooking class this week at Cafe Max, and that's it, man. We got a light week, and I'm off for the weekend. The wife's out of town, so I got a hall pass, folks. All right, well, every time I get an offering from one of my suppliers on 2010 vintage of Bordeaux, start looking through my cellar here to find the older releases of these wines that I have, and couldn't happen to notice Chateau Pavie, one of the hottest properties in Bordeaux today. The new price on the 2010 futures offering, well, we have it here just in case anyone's interested in purchasing 2010 Pavie, which of course scores 95 points and above. Well, at pretty much every vintage since the Purses bought this property in 1998, except for 2002 and 2007. Two off vintages in Bordeaux. Pavie still scored 94 points, one of the highest scoring wines of the vintage. All right, well, three things to consider about this 2003 Pavie. Scored higher than the 2010 Pavie did. It's closer to being ready to drink, and you don't have to wait 2 years to get the wine. 98 plus points, closest perfection as you find. In my book, Chateau Pavie, a relentless pursuit of perfection. Its owner, Gerard and Chantal Purse, which it would be on anybody's top 10 list of Bordeaux owners today. And if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't know this because they bought Chateau Pavie in 1998, so a relatively short period of time. They've turned this property around. They bought another property, Chateau Montbousquet. They have Pavie de Cesse. They have Claude de Lanel's in the Côte de Castillon, one of the top properties coming from that new exciting region from the right bank. And all of their wines pretty much Merlot-based. They were almost bought Chateau Petit Pelage for $44 million, would have been the highest, one of the highest prices paid for a property in Pomerol, but they decided not to. The downturn of the economy happened shortly after that, and they probably look like geniuses now on paper. But the hillsides of Saint-Emilion, Chateau Pavie's beautifully situated just southeast of the town, right next to the famous Chateau Ozone, the oldest property in Saint-Emilion, and La Gaffière, two great properties. This is one of the largest vineyards of all the Premier Cru Glacé wines in Saint-Emilion. They actually have the potential to make a ton of wine at Pavie, 15,000 cases, which is a lot when you consider its next door neighbor, Alsace, just 2,000 cases of wine there. And Pavie has a long history going back to the 4th century, and the Pavies are red peaches that used to grow on this property. It didn't become a wine growing property until like the 1850s, and that's right when they classified Bordeaux. They didn't classify Saint-Emilion until the 1950s. 1954, Pavie was then classified as Premier Grand Cru Classé B, and today they would be reclassified as A, and anyone in Saint-Emilion can take their wine to the authorities and give them 10 vintages of it, and they will reclassify it, which is one of the great things about the right bank in Bordeaux. Well, Pomerol was never classified. They have different rules there. But Saint-Emilion, you have the ability to up your status in Bordeaux. So to me, one of the most exciting areas in Bordeaux is Saint-Emilion. And as I said before, this property really, was famous for its terroir, but Gerard and Chantal Purse are the two that made it famous for its wines. Once again, 1998 scoring 95 points. I think Parker scored at 100 points in one of his various tastings that he does, but every wine since then has scored 95 points or 94 points or higher. It scored 100 points in 2000, and this 2003, we have it half the price of the 2010 futures. All right, folks, check it out along with all the other wines we've got from the Purses on this offering. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.